Hello, so in this demonstration I'm going to show you how to create the paper cutout effect with simple shapes using Photopea.com as an alternative to Adobe Illustrator. So we're going to open a new project and I'm going to set my dots per inch to 300, go to print, and we'll pick a letter size and create white background. So I'm going to first start with creating a new layer and picking the pencil tool or the brush tool. Use the brush tool, and then I'm going to select a new color, make it pretty light, almost white. And then I'm going to use the brush tool to basically just draw a shape. It could be an organic shape. And I'm going to use my selection magic wand tool just to select the inside of the shape, and I'm going to edit fill. I'm going to use the foreground color, and then I'm going to deselect, which on my keyboard is Command D, deselect. Let me zoom in here, see what I got. Now I'm going to create a new layer, and I'm going to drag the new layer under layer 1. So this is layer 1, I can turn it on and off. This is layer 2. I'm going to go double click on my color and pick a slightly darker blue, hit OK, go back to my brush, and I'm going to follow the outline kind of a little bit, use it, create a new contour. Same thing, I'm going to use my picker tool, edit fill, foreground color, Command D to deselect. I'm going to go and create a new layer. Again, I'm going to drag the new layer below, go back to my color again, slightly darker, okay, and I'm going to draw a new contour, slightly following the older one, and then pick the white part, fill with the foreground color, Command D to deselect. I'm going to do this one more time. New layer, drag the layer to the back. I'm going to go with one more color, a little shade darker, okay? Back to my paintbrush and follow the contour. You can draw any shape that you want. You could look at some of the examples that I showed you and make up your own design. Okay, Command D. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to add effects onto these to create drop shadows. To do that, I'm going to I'll start with the bottom layer 2, and you're going to go to the effects. It says EFF for layer style effects, and I'm not going to click drop shadow. I'm going to go to inner shadow, because a drop shadow created on the outside, I want to make a drop shadow on the inside. Move this over so you can see. So it's creating kind of a drop shadow on the inside. You can control everything from here so that you can see what these different settings do. So the distance makes it come out a little bit more. The spread, I believe, will make it a little softer. And the size, yeah, it gives you a softer edge, that's right. The angle, right now it's at 30. You can see what happens when we change it. It puts the angle in other areas. So you desired angle, you use that. Once you find and you're happy with these settings, hit OK. And then you have a drop shadow in there. I have a little ghosting here. If you have that, just fill that in with the color. I'm going to go to layer, the layer up here. They're all called layer 2, but you could change the name. I'm going to just go to inner shadow, and I already have the same settings. I'm just going to keep using the same settings. See that? It's creating like drop shadows inside. Next one, do it again. Inner shadow. Okay. One more. Okay, and this is how you get your paper cutout effect using Photopea as an alternative to Adobe Illustrator, which is what we're going to show you also. There'll be another video for that. Like I said, before you do the drop shadows, make sure you get rid of this ghosting if you have it. I have some white ghosting lines here. And there you have it. And then you could add graphics in here on the outside, make it interesting. Like I said, look at the examples that I put onto the classroom and see how you want to design it.